Hello again, how is everybody? I am doing very good. I am here today to give you my March favorites. Just like everybody else, I've been loving many products, but I have narrowed it down to just a few that I really have been going for a lot because I use so many different things throughout the month that if I told you everything I use, we would be here for like 2 hours probably. So let me just show you a couple, and we are going to start off with ELF, ELF, Eyes, Lips, Faves, however you choose to say it is totally fine. I usually call it ELF only because I'm anal retentive and I know that it stands for Eyes, Lips, Face. Their eyelid primer for $1. I recently did a product smackdown video for eyeshadow bases and primers, and this one really stood out to me for the job that it does and also for being $1. I mean, God, you just can't go wrong. And ever since I did the product smackdown, I have been using this more and more and more. Now, I do still have others that I really like. I use my paint pots a lot still, but this one really has stood out to me. So that is my first favorite for March. Next, I have also really been loving the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the orange, and this is called Fierce and Tangy. I love this because I'm just completely into oranges and corals and that color scheme. I have swatched it here for you. See how bright and intense that is. It doesn't have to be. You definitely can sheer it out, but for the price, these are excellent. These are just like a MAC paint pot. The texture can be just a tiny bit drier, but they are, you know, like if you had never used a paint pot and somebody said this is just like, of course you would say, oh wow, great, awesome. But for me, I love paint pots. I have a bunch of them, and I really don't say, oh, I have to go use a paint pot or I have to use a Maybelline. They are interchangeable to me. I love them both. So this is the color. Let me show you what it looks like in the pot. A swatch, and again, this is the color Fierce and Tangy. I have been wearing a lot of oranges and corals this month, so that's why that one really stood out to me. I use this a lot. Next, I do have a paint pot for you guys also, and this one is called Let's Skate. This actually came in the winter collection, but I will explain to you why I absolutely love this now. And, you know, again, you don't have to go with the color trends. I go with what I like. I'm really into light, as you can see, light springy colors right now. That's just what I'm into. And this here is a pink, very baby pink. The light might be just a tad too bright outside. I'm not positive yet. I'll see how it looks once I start to edit it. And I usually don't like to edit, by the way, so if I don't have to, I don't. But hopefully that came out. It's a baby pink with a gold glittery shimmer in it, and I have swatched it for you, but the reason that I really like this is because it brightens up anything that you put over it. So the swatch is here, and when I turn my hand, you can see the glitter catch in the light. This color is called Let's Skate. It was a limited edition release. I apologize for that. I want you guys to be able to buy the things, but I just really love it and I've been using it so much. Now, one thing I will tell you, if you have this or you have anything else that's glittery, when you start to use it, you'll see my finger there, has that glitter on it. It will be everywhere. So a word of advice is use a brush, and don't use that brush for anything else until you clean it, because that glitter will still be on there and it will be everywhere. So there you go. There's my warning. In fact, I cannot even get the glitter off of my finger right now. I'm gonna have to go wash my hands, obviously. Okay, next. I also wanted to share with you guys a cream blush that I've been loving. Again, I'm really into the orange. I got this out of the Shop MAC collection. This is called Optimistic Orange. This is a cream blend blush. I can't speak. And let me swatch that for you also. I'll put it on the other side. This is it here. You can see on the camera next to this orange, it's almost a pinky orange, a really red orange, and I love this. This is what it looks like in the pot. And I absolutely love this. Again, this is Optimistic Orange. I've been using this a lot. A lot of times I'll put it here, and then I'll put just a light touch of pink over it to blend the two together better. But I really am in love with that. Then, let's see. We have my Mineralized Skin Finish. again, with the limited, I apologize, but I can't help it. This is what I like. I got this mineralized skin finish a long time ago. When I say a long time, I'm talking like months, maybe the end of last year. I can't even remember what collection it came out with. How terrible is that? It's a mineralized skin finish in the color Porcelain Pink. This is what it looks like here in the pot, and I am actually wearing it today. You'll notice the highlight here, here, a little here, and I really do love this a lot. I will swatch it for you here also. I don't know if you'll even be able to see it. It's a very sheer but shimmery, let me see. Yeah, no, I don't think you can see it. Maybe you can. I don't know. I'll know when I look at the... It's not showing up on my little viewfinder over here. So that's that. And then something from NYX. So this is cheaper. This is not limited. I know that you can get this. But this is one of their Mega Shine lip glosses, which I love these. I have a bunch of them. They're just the square tubes. And this is the color Smoky Look. This is a very pretty nude. Let's see where I can find room for this. How about over here? I love this color right here. I use this so much. You can see everything's kind of in the same family that I'm using. I love that color so much. I was at work, one of my coworkers said, "What are you wearing?" And I told her, and she said, "Oh, I love it," you know, and so I picked another one up for her just because. Okay, so I have also been using this pigment a lot. You see this is a little sample. I do trade pigment samples pretty often because, let's face it, if I were to buy, you know, one of these guys here, it will take me forever to use that. So I just trade samples and then I end up with more colors. This one here is Max Helium. If I can get it open, yay, I can. And I'm going to show you the color in the lid just because I don't want to spill it because I'm kind of clumsy like that. But it's a pink frosty color. It is pretty light and it really reminds me of the paint pot that I just showed you, except for obviously in a powder form and a little more pigmented. So this is what it looks like here at the top. You can see it's very shiny and shimmery, but it's also extremely pretty. I love that color so much and I have been using it a lot. The last thing in my makeup favorites is going to be this lipstick that I also got out of the Shop Matte collection. And this is, or no, this is the permanent line. I'm sorry, I lied to you. This is called Vegas Volt. My hand is so full of swatches right now. This is kind of silly. So it's just permanent line. This is the color here. I really like this a lot. And then a swatch on my skin is this here. So again, you notice everything's in the orange and corals. I really have been loving oranges, corals, peaches, pinks. That is just what I'm about for March. Now we'll see what happens in April. You know, in March I was not wearing as light of an eye as I am now. Today I just am, I would say for the past few days, I've really been into just a very light, natural but springy highlighted look. So we'll see what April brings. Now, of course, there are a couple other things that I really like to tell you guys about my favorites, and so the first one is going to be websites. I have said this before, I think, but I am absolutely in love with Hotlook, Hotlook, however you say it. It's gonna be in the description bar below, but I love that website. The reason I love it so much is you get all these really awesome things that, number one, I might not even have access to because maybe they don't sell it in my area, or maybe it's like really expensive and I can't really usually afford that. But they have the most incredible sales. Incredible. I mean, usually I buy makeup on there, but incredible sales. They even have ELF, you know, the cheap drugstore Target brand. They even have that on there, and even that's at a discount. So you can imagine how much these things cost. Just really incredible website. I really suggest checking it out. I'll put my link below. I know that if one of you join through my link, that I will get and buy something, I think, that I will get some type of credit, but it's not required. You don't have to. I just thought I'd mention it in case you're like, oh, you know, you're getting paid from them. I'm not really getting paid for them. If you go to my link, you join through my link, and you buy something, then I will get something. But again, it's not required. It won't hurt my feelings. I won't even know the difference. Anyway, so that's that. That's my favorite website. Now, also I like to also mention YouTube people that I really have been liking, and this month, or I should say last month, I really was keeping an eye on Samantha Sherman. I had never really watched her videos before, but I've heard people mention her, so I went and found her, and I really do like her. She's so cute. She's pregnant right now. But I really like her videos. They're happy. She's happy. That I think is really important, having a positive attitude. The information that she gives you is really useful. I really, really do like her a lot. Then also books. I haven't really told about book favorites before, but recently I've been doing a lot of reading, and I thought I'd throw those in there for you too. So for March, I have been obsessed, or was obsessed, with the Hunger Games books. I read all 3 of them so quickly. I read the first book, and of course, you know, they had me. They got me. I read them. So I read it so fast, and then at the end I was like, oh, where's the second one? I need the second one. I went to Target. They happened to have it on sale. I was very excited. I picked up the 3rd one because I had a feeling I was going to want to read it. Also, I started the 2nd one and I was kind of mad. I was mad because, like, they left off and picked up, like, some time later, and I didn't really like that. I wanted them to pick up right where they left off, but whatever, you know, that's the way the book goes. I'm not the author. And it gave me, you know, some drama factor, obviously, too. So then I read that book, and then I loved it again at the end. And when that book ended, I literally picked up I put one down and I picked the other one up immediately and started reading it, and I read through it so fast, and at the end I was happy with how it ended. Now, I have not seen the movie, and I actually don't plan to see the movie until it comes out on video. Not because I'm a cheapskate, but because I feel like movies get, when you read a book and then you go see the movie version, it's like ruined. So I'm kind of disappointed, but I am curious at the same time also to see how they brought some of the things to life that I see in my imagination after reading the book. So I will watch it, but I won't be watching it soon. I'll wait till it comes out on video. So those are my March favorites. If any of you have similar favorites, or, you know, even just different favorites, I would love to see. I'd love to see what you guys like. I really enjoy watching these videos. I watch like 10, 20 different people's March favorites or favorites videos because I love seeing what people use, and it also a lot of times will give me ideas of things to try or stay away from, for that matter. So anyway, until next time, I hope you all are doing well and have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.